Hello guys, usually I do a Gario, but today, well, how about we look at the top 20 jump scares? Wait, it would be good, wouldn't it? We'll look
Five
at...
Nights at Freddy's. What else can I say about these games that hasn't been said already? There exist literally millions of videos dedicated to these two, soon to be 3 games already. Therefore, I don't even have to explain anything. Problem solved. No, but let's think about it. What was it that made Five Nights at Freddy's so popular in the first place? The scares. Or jump scares, more like. Yes, the jump scares in these games have become notorious for making gamers all over the world shit themselves the first few times and making them rage and cuss after the 100th time. But nonetheless, every single jump scare in these games are very memorable, and therefore, I thought I would share my personal picks for the best jump scares in both games. Keep in mind that I'm not necessarily ranking them because of how scary they are, but because of how much I like them. Also, the first 3 choices on this list could be seen as filler entries, as you'll see, but in order to make this a top 20, compromises had to be made. You'll see later, alright? Fantastic. Or should I say, fastastic. I sincerely apologize to that fun and anyone who may have hurt themselves or their loved ones because of it. Blame it on me. With all of that said, let's begin, mateys! Number 20, Shadow Freddy. Yeah, don't know if this counts as a jump scare, but hey, top 20 sounds so much better than top 17, don't you think? Not much is known about this darker, purple version of Freddy, nicknamed Shadow Freddy by fans. Appearing randomly under no set circumstances, Shadow Freddy shares the same position as Golden Freddy, albeit, in my opinion, a bit less spooky. Staring at this guy for too long will cause your game to crash, so I guess that accounts for it being kind of a jump scare. I don't know. Boo. Number 19, Shadow Bonnie. Similarly to Shadow Freddy, Shadow Bonnie, as nicknamed by fans, appears very rarely in the player's office, and looks fairly similar to Toy Bonnie, minus the extra set of teeth, as seen here. Just like Shadow Freddy, if you stare at this ghastly figure for too long, it'll fade away, and the game will crash once again. I find Shadow Bonnie a bit creepier though, since it's right there in your office, instead of being a bit further away in parts and service. Now that is spooky. Number 18, Eyeless animatronics. Under very rare occurrences, either when starting the game, starting a new game, or dying, a still picture of either an eyeless Bonnie, Foxy, Freddy, or Toy Bonnie will appear on screen for a few seconds while static is heard in the background. In my opinion, the fact that these screens appear at random, and very rarely, make them terrifying, because you're never ever ready for them. They don't even scream or anything. They're just staring. That freaks me out. And that's all the filler-ish entries, so let's get into the real stuff. Number 17, Balloon Boy. Yep, bet you weren't expecting this one to be higher. Everyone hates Balloon Boy. Okay, maybe not everyone, but it's hard not to when that little shit keeps getting into your room, laughing and smiling like he owns the goddamn place, and making Foxy dive bomb straight into your face. So when seeing Balloon Boy, you're not really freaked out. Instead, you want to smash your keyboard. But don't do that. Keyboards are expensive. Also, he doesn't scream in your face, which is good. Number 16, Toy Freddy. Okay. Toy Freddy is probably my least favorite animatronic, personally. If you like Toy Freddy, that's absolutely fine. In my opinion, though, he looks really, really dopey, and his jump scare doesn't make it better. I mean, look at it! It looks so goofy, I love it, he's like... Alright, I'm done now, let's move on. Number 15, Toy Bonnie. Toy Bonnie is probably the cutest animatronic in the game. Or games. I mean, look at him. He's got a big, wide smile that could brighten up anyone's day. He's got a cool bow tie. He's got big, green eyes. Therefore, his jump scare is less scary and more amusing. It looks like he's about to give you a big old hug. It's not his fault he headbutts you so hard your face gets bashed in. Number 14, Golden Freddy from the second game. Golden Freddy looks old, withered, tired, and smelly. But he smells like piss. What makes this jump scare one of my least favorites is the fact that it's just a floating head. It looks funny. I mean, it fits with the theory that Golden Freddy is a hallucination, even though I might not agree with that. In my opinion, it makes the jump scare a bit ridiculous, because... floating head! You know, it kind of reminds me of something. Number 13.
Oh
Freddy in the Darkness from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Here we go. My least favorite jump scare from the first game. I wonder, how is it that Freddy can be seen while the whole room is pitch black? Video game logic. But yeah, the reason why it's my least favorite from the first game isn't because I don't like Freddy. In fact, he might actually be my favorite. Maybe. But this jump scare always looked funny to me. Maybe it's the way Freddy bobs his head from left to right like he's having a seizure, or because of the fact that it really looks like he's about to hug you, even more than Toy Bonnie. And I don't know if it's just me, but Freddy looks a lot smaller in this jump scare. Almost like a plushie or something. Oh my god. I want a Freddy plushie. Number 12. Toy Chica. Alright, finally, we get a toy animatronic that is actually somewhat creepy. Toy Chica, who mysteriously loses her beak when exiting the show stage, looks somewhat unsettling. No beak, no nose, and pitch black hollow eyes turn her into one of the scarier enemies of the second game. The fact that she alters her appearance in order to damage you and possibly freak you out more is a very creepy thought. She's really hungry, and you're on the menu, baby. Stay away, dear. Stay away from my office. Number 11. Chica from the first game. Slightly worse than her toy counterpart, Chica from the first game looks downright crazy when she's screaming at you. It's like she's screaming at the top of her lungs and shaking in the process. Now that's powerful. She really wants you dead, apparently. I like this jump scare just because of how utterly insane Chica looks when she's attacking you. I mean, look at that. That is a face of pure insanity. Although, her beak makes her look a little more bearable. I like Toy Chica. But for whatever reason, I like this jump scare better. Number 10. Old Freddy. If you ask me, I prefer Old Freddy more than his first game counterpart. I like the slightly grittier, more blocky version of him a lot more. His jump scare, although admittedly a bit goofy, is also pretty amusing to look at. It looks like he's about to bite your whole damn head off.
True.
It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know?
I have never
anyways, yeah. I like Freddy's design in the second game, and I like his jump scare as well. It's all good. Number 9. Freddy from the first game. Freddy from the first game is definitely the most unpredictable. Much like in the second game, you have to listen for specific sound cues to know if Freddy has moved from one location to another. And once he gets into your office, he's basically standing right next to you, maybe even behind you. That is a very unpleasant thought. If you forget to close the right door, you'll then be greeted to Freddy's very angry face. Like seriously, he looks so pissed off. Gosh, I feel so unwelcome around here. Number 8. Bonnie from the first game. Like for a lot of people, Bonnie was the first jump scare I ever encountered in Five Nights at Freddy's. It scared the living daylights out of me, and I never ever looked at the game the same way after that. While Chica looks almost cross-eyed when she kills you, Bonnie is focusing all of his time and energy on you, looking you straight in the eye while he's finishing you off. So because of the fact that he's responsible for me losing my shit for the first time while playing the game, his jump scare is extra special. And that jaw could really do some damage. Ow. Number 7. Golden Freddy from the first game. Yeah, I definitely prefer Golden Freddy's jump scare in the first game compared to the second. Why? Well, first of all, both jump scares are fairly unpredictable, as they both seem to appear at random, but in the second game, if Golden Freddy is getting close, his floating head will appear in the hallway. That way, you know he's coming, and you can't use your flashlight at him too much, unless you want him to kill you. No, the reason why I like Golden Freddy's jump scare a lot more in the first game is because of how unexpected it is. You bring up the camera, you check the poster, and bam, there he is. Also, he crashes your game. This leaves you in complete awe as you're left wondering what the hell just happened. Therefore, it's much scarier and much more shocking. Number 6. Foxy from the first game. You knew Foxy was gonna be high on this list, didn't you? Everyone loves Foxy. Oh, I didn't mean it like that! Anyways, yeah, the first time I saw Foxy looking out from those curtains, I completely froze. I mean, look! That's terrifying! And oh boy, the first time Foxy ran down that hallway, I almost fell off my chair. Movement is so very rare in these games, so when something actually does move on camera, it takes you completely by surprise. Yeah, I don't know, it did to me at least. And I like Foxy. He's a cool dude. Number 5. Foxy from the second game. Yeah, Foxy isn't at number 1. Sorry, I guess. The reason why I like this jump scare a lot more than the first one is because of the fact that whenever Foxy is in the hallway staring at you, he always has a presence, and you always have to keep tabs on him regularly. Also, while Foxy from the first game kept his distance, this time around, Foxy just tells you to F off and completely dives straight into you. I love this jump scare simply for the fact that it pretty much gives a giant middle finger to the theory that Foxy was one of the good guys trying to protect you, which is a theory that I always found very stupid. I mean, he's a robot that wants to kill you. He's not good. Number 4, the puppet.
What the heck was that?
The puppet is a pain in the ass. Constantly craving for your attention,
in fact,
this skinny little bastard begs you to always check up on him. Why? Because he likes the pretty tunes. What a selfish prick. No, but honestly though, the reason I love the puppet's jump scare so much is because of how different it is. I mean, okay, he screams in your face, much like everyone else, but his appearance is so different from the happy-go-lucky animal animatronics. He's got long arms, a thin body, and a blank, expressionless face. Once you realize you're too late with the music box, and you hear that tune, you feel so damn helpless. Because there is no way you're getting out of the night alive after that. Number 3, Old Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Sweet baby Race, what the hell happened to Bonnie's face? It's gone! It disappeared! Oh god! What I really like about Bonnie's jump scare in the second game is the fact that while most scares in the game look like the animatronics either bite you or slam into your face, Bonnie looks like he's about to strangle you or something. That is terrifying. Because when you're strangled by someone, you have a slight chance to survive if you're fast enough. But Bonnie is not a person. Bonnie is a cold, emotionless robot that has no remorse whatsoever. So killing you is not a problem for him. And that is really, really scary.
Yeah, I'll see you second.
Number 2, Old Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Is it just me, or does Old Chica look really, really freaky? It's her jaw, man. It's her jaw. She's got 2 sets of teeth, and her jaw stretches out to ridiculous extremes, which just looks scary to me. The fact that her arms are always outstretched for whatever reason doesn't make it better. It makes her look even more beaten and battered. I don't know why, but all I can think of is that jaw. I mean, look at it when she falls over. It's huge. Her jump scare also looks pretty scary. She just pops into frame, and there she is, covering your whole screen. Like I said, freaky. Well, there's only one animatronic I haven't mentioned yet, except for the underskeleton, I guess, but top 21 doesn't sound nearly as cool. So I'm pretty sure you can predict number 1.
I think it's Mangle.
But hey, it's a spooky scare. Number 1 is
Mangle.
Mangle.
Yes, I knew it.
The new and improved version of Foxy, referred to as the Mangle, could very well be my favorite animatronic. Possibly, maybe. It's hard to decide. What I really like about Mangle is how utterly destroyed she is. Damn, kids, you always have to ruin the good stuff with your greed. But yeah, Mangle is a tough cookie, as she's not affected by your flashlight. Whenever you hear her static in your office, which she possesses for some reason, you have to put on your Freddy mask until she disappears. Take too long, and Mangle will attach herself to the ceiling, simply observing you and looking really happy, like she's really enjoying the torment she's giving you. Like she enjoys toying with your mind. No pun intended. She's like a damn spider, always crawling on the walls, and I hate spiders.
Get the fuck down from there!
What I find most freaky about Mangle's jump scare, though, is the uncertainty of it. Once she gets to the ceiling in your office, you're dead. There's no way to save yourself. And you know, you might think, oh, well, she's gonna scream no matter what. That's not so bad. But the thing is, there's no set timer for her jump scare or anything. She kills you whenever she feels like it, at random. Once she's up there, you never know when she's gonna finish the job. So you're left waiting patiently for that eventual jump scare, and when it does happen, you're almost never ready for it. So yeah, it's scary. And a bit frustrating.
Okay, so that was the first video I was watching. Now, I'm gonna finish it with the top 5 fnaf 3.
Okay.
That's it.
More, please, mister.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Cheers, mate. Go on then, Babs. Let's get out of here. We've got the other house to get to. Come on.
Tell Tracy I was here on Tuesday.
Okay, Jane, yeah.
Come on, love.
Wait.
What?
You got more than me.
No, I haven't.
Well, greetings and salutations everybody, I'm only one gamer. Today I'm here with the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 Top 5 video. Now, a lot of people have been asking me in the comment section below, hey, OMG, is there anything that you don't really like or would consider a mistake about Five Nights at Freddy's 3? And, well, I got to thinking about it, and I was like, well, I love this game to pieces, and I cherish it, and Scott did such an excellent job on it, but is there anything that I'm curious about that I would consider a mistake that Scott didn't tell us, or about the game in general? And I've seen a lot of these topics buzzing around the community, and I kind of wanted to just compile the list, and a lot of people have been requesting it, so here it is. And this also goes to say to everyone out there viewing the video, is there anything you dislike about Five Nights at Freddy's 3, or that you're curious about to the game that kind of it leaves unexplained? So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this Five Nights at Freddy's 3 Top 5. Number 5. No Bonnie in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now, I found this very odd because Bonnie is considered one of the main 3 animatronics, and where is he in this game? All you really see is Shadow Bonnie on your desk there, and you can click on him and play a mini game, of course, and some people want to consider that alone as Phantom Bonnie, but if you listen to Night 5's phone call, Phone Guy says that under no circumstances is the wearable Bonnie suit safe. Now, a lot of people want to apply and tie this in with Springtrap, but of course, when we did first see Springtrap, we thought it was Golden Bonnie. I really don't know about Bonnie being in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and I don't know which theory is correct in confirming that he has a an appearance in this game, or how he ties in with it, because we have so many theories along about Springtrap as it is. So it's very strange, and it leaves a lot of questions, considering Bonnie was in the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 3, but yeah. Number 4. Only one animatronic to worry about. Now, I seen this was something a lot of people were concerned with when the game first got released. Everybody was kind of confused. Why is there only one animatronic we have to worry about on all the cameras in the vents? It seems to be the only thing that we have to be concerned with, despite the few animatronics that do show up in your office from time to time. But it's not usually ones you have to keep up with on the camera. Now, you will see Balloon Boy from time to time on your camera, and then after you put your camera down, he will jump scare you, of course, but Springtrap is mainly the only one you have to keep up with, and I found this odd myself, and a lot of people were saying it kind of took away from the game. Personally, I think it's fine, only having one animatronic to mainly worry about, but it is a huge change from the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. Number 3. Similar to number 4, the fact is we only have one main animatronic. Does this distance the past animatronics such as Foxy and Chica away? Could Scott be preparing to get rid of them completely in future games? I don't know. It's an interesting concept to think about, because he only mainly used Springtrap in this game, and we don't see Bonnie, and we do see Phantom, Chica, and Foxy, but considering the setting of this game and all of them are burnt and withered away, could he be completely restarting the series? Number 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 could be the last Five Nights at Freddy's game. This could very much be a mistake because, well, such a wonderful franchise should not come to a close. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 it may not be possible because in the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 Nightmare
I was
newspaper
mad,
it says
so
Fazbear's Frights has
I'm
been
gonna say
burned
that's
down.
incorrect.
And on Scott's website, he sort of signifies he's done with the series for now, and he has just a top hat sitting there. I don't really know what to make of this myself. Number 1. At times, I feel like the game is lacking adrenaline and excitement and anticipation because we kind of always have our eyes on Springtrap and know where he is because if we don't see him on the cameras, he's usually appearing in our office and trying to scare us in that way, but it doesn't add the same anticipation, the same shock that you would get from seeing Foxy run down that hallway coming towards your door and you have to close it. And I think that's something this game sort of lacked, although you do have intense scares, and it doesn't have that adrenaline, that excitement in the form of, wow, if I don't get this door closed in time, or that was another thing, like, there was no doors that you could close. You were kind of vulnerable at all times, and it felt very odd. It felt like a very different direction to take Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and that's something that always kind of bugged me, and I don't know if you would consider it a mistake, but it definitely was a very different pathway to take the series, and I do miss that anticipation of, like, having to get to, like, closing the door before the animatronic gets to the door or whatever, like that. And Five Nights at Freddy's 3 really didn't have nothing that kind of stood up to that in that form, and it's just that extra adrenaline. I feel like this game was more in tune of just kind of slowly scaring you and building up the hype. But I don't know, that's my opinion on it, and that's why I wanted to put that one on number 1 spot, because that's something that really got me. I was like, well, there's no doors. It's just a very strange thing to kind of take a turn for the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. But with that being said, I do believe...
Okay, right. So thank you for watching, guys. If you did, please subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you all later.